Yo, what's up everybody? My name's Alckemy. Welcome to the channel. Today, you and I are going to be trying not to die. I've got this little protein shake going on here. It's not too bad. It's got cassava and some other chocolate protein-esque things. But that has nothing to do with what we're going to be doing today. So I would like to, first of all, make sure that this is set up to where, okay. I wanted to make sure that the whole screen was in here for one, because I think that I moved it last time. But two, we're going to be coming back and just doing some sound design where I'm going to be kind of trying to change the approach of how I normally do things. I have been doing an arduous amount of studying. Wink, wink, if you have seen from yesterday. I'm not going to announce it otherwise, but yeah, it's so crazy to look at other people's workflow and to look at how, you know, other people do specific things. And I think that for me, you know, I've got my own way of how I like to work, but it was very refreshing what I was watching and very inspiring as well to just see somebody take stuff that is like just absolute chaos and carnage to, you know, something that sounds like it could be a release track. Ping it in, sample, and definitely don't hold. There will be a little bit of randomization that I'm going to be trying today, but not so much that I'm like married to it and stuck to it. So hey Alway, hey ISO, it's going to be more so of like actually sound designing for, how do I say, like sometimes I do sound design to make presets, and sometimes I do sound design to actually get to specific, or like to make things that are usable, or to like go beyond what I normally do. I'm not going to be trying to make some presets. I think that's the big difference behind what's going to be different about today. So with that being said, we are going to start with probably just a wavetable, and I think that we're going to just do something like this. Just, yeah, that's fine. We'll start with like a C2 or something. Okay. Maybe something like this. And from this, I think that we are going to just try to let this play, and then we'll build it over time. So maybe one thing that I will do is just toss a limiter on here, and yeah, I guess here we go. We'll get to work. So, fuck. That was the first thing I reached for. As you can see, it's incredibly habitual. Let's try to make some kind of sequence or something. That was really funny. Yeah, something like that. Let's go ahead and oops, edit, undo. Let's make this into something that has more of a grid. New. bark. Something like that. And really, like, it's not, I don't really feel like it's any different than what I normally do. What is different, though, is that rather than having things go on random, I'm just swapping out the modulators. So you can make some phrases. LFO table a bit awkward since you can't make flat tops with control. Yeah, it's... You can do it with the drawing table, though. So if I were to go into this, and like, because it works universally, yeah, you can't do it this way, but if you do it here, then or it's one of these. Here it is. You go square like this, and then there should be a way that you can. Wow, now I'm looking kind of amateur, but what the hell? Is there really no way to do this? I guess not. What the fuck? I guess you could do it like this, which is not terrible. To draw in squares with the wavetable maker. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. That's odd. I think what we'll do is we'll grab a sequence here, and really the thing behind this is that like we're still trying to make stuff, but I think we're trying to keep it in the context of music. Would it be to enable the magnet and drawing while holding control to help create? I don't think that you can I think that's what we were saying though, because I don't think that you can use the... I guess there is a magnet. Well... Nope. Hey, NX, what's up, dude? There should be a way that we could move this, though, I thought. So you can do that, but... I guess you can create steps kind of like that, but you can't really, like... That's kind of cool. Hey, GB. Yeah, it's still not quite the same. I don't know. It's fine. So right now we're just doing some random stuff, which is okay. I guess it's kind of random, semi-random, I guess. But I guess something that could be interesting later is to try to do something that will quantize the pitch to something musical. Holding control enables and disables the magnet like shortcut while drawing. What are we doing today? We're just making sounds. Just sounds. So something else we could do is we can grab a game. Then we can grab an envelope. But yeah, I don't know if steps drawing tool. Yeah, me neither. That's it's interesting. Then we can set an envelope here to trigger this. A suggestion box. They have tooltips at the bottom, but I don't think that they have... Oh, you mean like for feature requests? Yeah, absolutely. It's on their Discord. Yo, Wolfie. Have I ever worked on video games? No, I haven't. No, I feel like I would drop the ball on that one pretty hard. I just kind of dangle and dwell in different kinds of sounds and try to come up with interesting things for them. Sorry, my window's open and kids outside are doing their thing. Doing their thing. So if I put a remap on here, perhaps, maybe connect this to the master pitch. Like 24. Yo, what's up? Maybe we can do something in like Phrygian. That's so funny. No, it's a kid. He's not saying mom, or they're not saying mom. I can't tell what they're saying though. So I didn't know this, but something that you can do on here is you can actually, if you use the dual delay, then it actually will not jump in pitch. But if you use the regular delay, it'll jump in pitch. Can't believe I've never asked this, but how do we OTT in the kilohertz ecosystem? There you go. That's your OTT right there. It would be the same thing. You can just use a FX3 and then dynamics. It does affect the phase, unfortunately. But, you know, it's one way to do it. I was actually thinking about grabbing the fuse compressor. Has anybody had any experience with that? Ever heard about correcting OTT phase with convolution? No, I don't think I have. But I mean, the same thing I think would happen if you were using convolution. Like if you use a bunch of convolutions or you use a bunch of OTTs, like you're going to get an all pass filter. But I mean, really, it's the thing that you would need to correct phase is just alter the phase. So I'm sure that there's a bunch of tools that you could use to try to get it to do something like that. I need to use it more. Hi, Data. Right. Yo, Merc, what's up? probably should put a transit shape or something on the mids. They otherwise morph all into one, unless that's the plan. I don't have a goal. I'm just making stuff. Yeah, just trying to, like I said, just trying to make stuff. probably best that we keep that on. Yeah, it's not bad. That's so sick. Super cool. Okay, let's come back to some of these, and sounds a bit like movie background Foley. Yeah, I feel that. It's very squishy. I'm going to put this before here, put this between here, turn this off. Okay, that just kind of let it loose, but that's okay. Because we can still try to get some other interesting shit out of here. Now I'm trying to figure out what else is maybe the disperser, but sounds like a lamb or something going bah, and then it just fucking blows up or something. We can turn this bandpass off maybe, and I'm still trying to figure out what else might be well, that's going crazy. That's a little better. mean, this is all. I mean, I've done a couple. I did pull up a few presets, but for the most part, this has all been just candid. Sounds without any direction, and if I hear something interesting, then I might try to tweak it to make it sound cooler. But I think that was the biggest thing that I got from yesterday's lesson with a particular somebody, was to just really try to make sounds and not worry so much about trying to design specific things and like letting happenings unfold. Because I think that's where I'm really going to find myself in this genre of music that I'm really trying to get into, and it was very liberating for me, and I love the fact that like he didn't really explain a whole lot of sound design stuff to me. He was just saying, go this direction or explore this direction, and that's kind of where I'm at right now, is just trying to do different shit. Here's the thing, is like I know that I put out a bunch of preset packs and this and that and whatever, but like for me it's always about like, you know, to me it's always about the music. I just want to make better music. Yeah, happy little accidents, but like also like setting yourself up for happy little accidents and things that should in theory work, you know, so, or things that have a higher chance of working, I think I would say. So I don't know, let's just kind of make some more bassy things and see if we can find anything interesting. Sorry, that was really loud. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a big note for me personally. But usually, I guess with me, I'm always trying to have some kind of intention. Just like this. Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, this only does 6 steps? Oh, that's okay. Sorry. Yeah, it's been very useful for sure. We've got a review coming out on it tomorrow. To be honest, I'll probably grab Guitar Rig 7 as well. I actually found Volcano through what's it called? Through iPad, and I was like, oh, this is dope. It's so much better than Volcano 2. So much better than Volcano 2. Sorry, guys. All right, bro. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you chilling. What the fuck? Okay. No, I haven't dove into it yet. Really want that Mr. Bill Young drum processor, but it's so expensive, so I made my own in Bitwig with the replacer for transient switching. I think it's okay. I actually like the knock plugin better. I will be reviewing that too. Yum Audio sent me like all their plugins, but just not right now. No, it doesn't have a transient replacer, but I do think that the clipper and the high end, like the exciter on it, to me works a little bit better. But also, like, they are different. I don't think that they're necessarily comparable, but if I had to pick one, I think that I like the knock better for the way that I design drums. For the transient replacer. That's so cool. Am I doing something wrong here? Oh, I broke it. Well, we've been having quite a crazy day. I guess this hasn't really been super interesting to a lot of people. Sorry, I've been kind of just getting lost in the sauce. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Albert. That's kind of where I was thinking too. Save all these bounces. I mean, yeah, they're already on my hard drive, so there's that. But I'm just kind of making a sample pack. CPU said nah, fam. I don't think it was my CPU. I think it was some whole other shit, but that's okay. There we go. Let's try that. Let's try that on this guy. And then we'll set that to like 16ths. Whoa. Maybe half note. There we go. That sucks. Hey, Cora. Yeah, sorry about yesterday, dude. Have I tried Valferris on the Switch? That's a shooting game, right? I don't think so. I've heard of it. It's kind of like a roguelite, I think. Very fast pace. No, I haven't tried it though. shit. Pretty crazy. I'm trying to make it talk a little more. Maybe I might want to even go back here, but pull off of this. And then see if there's any drive that I'm... Okay. Woo! Okay. Let's design some whole other shit. Maybe what I'll do is bust out the Oxy. And I don't remember. Okay, D sharp. So yeah, we can turn that off. Oops. Shift Command T. Just solo this, and then maybe what we can do is just kind of find some kind of interesting melody and start to build off of that. That seems like fun. So that way we can have a nice little mix between something that could be just insanely crazy and then something that's not insanely crazy. Let's go. That's kind of cool. How do I forgot already. There we go. Okay, now that we have something like that, we can start to switch this up a little bit. But I'm gonna put a wavetable in this instead. Maybe. Okay. It's like, what the fuck? It's okay. Yo, thanks so much for the follow. Nice. 420. Just trying to make some random shit, you know? Show drop? I don't have a drop. I'm just designing sounds. So Dizzle. What's up, bro? This is so much. I think that's my next issue is like I could just design forever. Just fucking design. And I think that's why I try to get into like being as efficient as possible for this kind of stuff, because otherwise I just sit here and do this. But I guess the other piece of this is that I'm trying to separate sound design from actually making a tune. What am I doing? What am I doing? I am just making sounds. That would be the best thing I could say. So I'm just making shit. Just making shit and blowing it to smithereens. Maybe something like that. Best example of throwing stuff at the wall and see what comes out. It's not even that, because I haven't even gotten into like the section of like trying to make this stuff work. It's just been kind of a matter of just having fun, I guess. As soon as I start making sounds, I fall victim to building something. Wish I was more disciplined. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you catch inspiration, then I definitely think that you should act on it, for sure. But sometimes I just... yeah. Yeah, I've been getting that question a lot. This NOTT is kind of like that, but literally you could just grab this and turn this up. And then just grab the beat. Wait, this is supposed to be a wavetable. What happened? let's go ahead and make this a little bit more, I guess, varied now. I'm trying to think about what else I could do to this that would make it more interesting, because I like these timbres that this is pulling out, but I also want this to kind of dive into the I don't know, maybe I'll just fuck with the LFOs for a bit and see what I can get out of this. I could perpendicular a whole day making much worse version of a patch that literally takes 10 minutes so far. Spin. Yeah, it's, well, I mean, me too. Like, I don't always make stuff that's pleasing. Like, a lot of times I'll make stuff that's just really stupid. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Why is this? Making shit. Okay, I'm gonna try to start making this into something different because it's just not really coming out to be anything all that interesting to me. So we're just gonna start stacking shit and see what happens. Stop. Go away. Patching and well, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to make it just a little bit more interesting, but it wasn't doing. No, I know what you meant. We're just fucking wrecking this. Whew, okay. I didn't really get as clean of bases as I wanted to, so I might do this again. Or maybe even just take off everything except for this, because I know that I'm going to want that at the end of the chain, but maybe an LFO. Bark, bark. Bark, bark. He's talking to me. That works. I feel like I spend way too much fucking time building complex patches. With like the amount of time that took. I mean, shit. I just need that secret formula. The formula. What are you talking about, though? Plankton. Whale crabs. If I back it up, is it strong enough? And if I push up on it, is it hard enough? And if I speed it up, is it fast enough? The formula. That guy. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, wow. The secret formula is crab, because Mr. Krabs is the only crab in SpongeBob. Hey yo. That's pretty sick. No, just leave it in another track. Just kidding. Delay time. Delay time. And blood. Yo, thanks for coming in, Fresh. Sorry I'm not doing anything exciting with music, but usually people are dipping out anyway, so. Lots of crazy distortion and shit to get people to leave. Let's go. Dead Cells is great, but it's fucking hard. That was cool. Got my work done for the day, so figured why not. Do need to finish one other thing though soon. Wow, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, Dead Cells is frustratingly hard, but it's so rewarding when you even just beat the first boss cell. Lots of fart noises, and they're not very clean sounds, but there is quite a lot to just jump through. I think I need to stop. I mean, I need to stop designing sounds and just do something different for a change. But Jesus, like, I think maybe I should give myself like a 30-minute limit to what kind of shit I'm allowed to make. Because otherwise, like, I'm never going to use this stuff. Even though there's a lot of things to kind of sit through and go through. There's a huge variety of sounds, though. right. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and pop into our sample pack here and bust out the rolling sampler. That's so many stems. Jesus. Folder with new items. October 2nd, 2023. New folder. Maybe all these big ones here. Kind of like so. Hey Levi, what's up, bro? New folder with new items. September 27th, 2023. Now I am curious if I try to relocate these. Find all. Sample pack. Sample pack. Okay, cool. So that's not a big deal then. Yeah. So I guess in any case, probably what we'll do tomorrow, or sorry, on Wednesday, because I will be streaming Wednesday. Wednesday's my birthday. I will just be trying to make some shit out of this and trying to see if I can do anything interesting, but I didn't really hear anything that was like, oh, this is super cool. Oh. I also didn't really do any kicks and snares, but did I make anything that was even somewhat percussive? I think I did. This would actually be really good for an IDM track. Yeah, I can make kicks and snares out of that. That's pretty sick. Well, I wanted to do like I still wanted this to like turn into the means of halftime, but I guess we did get some neuro bass in too. That's pretty sick. There's a lot of sounds. I can make +5 songs out of it. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think that I'm not really going to try right now, and instead just leave this as a sample pack and not really worry about what it is that I'm doing. But coming into this like destructive mindset and all that, I don't know. I don't really know how this experiment is going to go, but it could be cool. It's fine. I have so much stuff that helps me keep track of, you know, different bases and whatnot and things, and you know, different methodologies, that I have enough that if I let go of what I'm doing, where I'm like documenting everything and saving it as patches and stuff, like I'll still be all right. But I think to that extent, yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen in the next couple months with writing music, because I know how to do all this stuff with making, you know, exuberantly large amounts of mud pies and stuff and whatnot. But I think that I need to study a little closer with how people are transitioning this stuff into context. But basically, the next goal is to just, excuse me, my bad, is to just pick some stuff and start collaging. But and then maybe I might not even do drums until I actually start getting a decent idea together, because if I do that, then as opposed to trying to make my context as opposed to trying to force context within my drums, I can try to figure out what context fits best for the idea that I'm making. Because rather than trying to make like, you know, a big giant fat snare and kick and stuff, I could just like kind of make do with like what it calls for. But I think that it's weird. It's like just a different order of operations, I guess. But you know what I mean? And that's another thing that he was telling me too, was that as opposed to like trying to make everything gigantic sounds and stuff, I need to figure out how to have contrast. So maybe if I have big giant basses and all that, I need to not have as big of drums. And maybe if I want my drums to be, you know, really fucking large and I want to make more simple tracks, then I need to just have like a kick, snare, and a bass or something. But I don't know, man. That's a lot to learn. Tiny shitty drums with different textures. Yeah, just with gigantic basses. Would a ridiculous amount of syncopation help? Well, context is everything, right? Like, context is everything. But yeah, it's like I said this before and he said it back to me in a means that was pretty much saying the same thing. But you're either making stuff play nicely or you're taking turns. But I think that with the kind of space that I'm wanting to create with my tracks, and the kind of depth that I'm wanting to make, I think that's a big thing, is that I'm just trying to make everything like as big as possible. And I need to like pay more attention to that idea of contrast. Oh. And also, like, what does that mean? You know, what does that mean? Like with a big kick, like maybe it's got a big transient, but it's really short, or like maybe I'm using an 808, but I've got a really boomy kick and a soft snare, or maybe there's a lot of space for my snare to kind of punch through a mix or something. But you get what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. But really, I think the big thing is like this is all for the sake of improvement. So, right, if everything is big, then nothing is big. Right, 100%. So trying to figure out what I can make big, and also like sonic quality is definitely a thing too. So I don't know. I'm always looking for that thing of like making shit just a little bit cleaner and making stuff stand out a little bit more. But maybe once I actually have something together, then I can send it off to some people and say, okay, well, here's what I'm trying to do. How can I, how can I do that? But really the big lesson of today, was like, I'm really fucking shit. Tiny kick, giant hats, make those hi-hats thump. Yeah, like the most transient hi-hats ever. Um, no, I don't want to make pop. That just doesn't even sound fun. What was I going to say? But I think that with this stuff, making sounds is one thing, but I think that the biggest difference that, I saw that he was doing was he was sound designing, but he was letting go of the sense of trying to create something specific, but he was putting things already in a pre-context of rhythm and creating, like, how do you say, like, and finding something that's going to help him build a hook. And that's what I'm hoping to discover out of this, because that's like the hardest part for me. It's like putting drums together. Absolutely, I could do that. But finding a hook that I actually like and is like, oh, this is a really strong idea, just doesn't, fuck, man, it's hard. And that's what I need to not be hard, is, put stuff, making sounds in a context of a rhythm that I might even be able to, incorporate. Now, the other thing, though, that I do find that's interesting is, what was I going to say? What was I going to tell you all? It was important. Shit, sorry. My brain is kind of fried from how much sounds I spent through making. Yeah, it's kind of ironic because that's kind of what Frequent told me way back in 2019 of like, dude, just like fucking throw anything at the wall and design shit or whatever. But I guess that over time I get better at like, doing things with intention. So if I want to make something into a kick, I know how to make better kicks and snares now. If I want to make something into a bass or whatever, then I could do that. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think that just one of the biggest issues with my writing is just better composition, writing better hooks, and finding things that are cooler loops. And I think that if you have the intention on like turning something into a loop, even if you don't necessarily know what the sound design is, then that kind of does you a few favors. Oh, fuck no, that'll hurt. That will hurt. But I probably will just start with one thing, and like on Wednesday or something, put a limiter on it. There is a limiter on it. There's a limiter and a clipper. I'll tell you what. I will turn down my volume and I will play everything at once. I'm giving you a warning. I guess not. There's your warning. Oh, wait, no. Okay, here you go. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna go back to the stream on my phone and see what that sounds like, but I'm sure that was not pleasant. A slice of that I might actually make a good snare. Sounds as expected, but this is a texture. It's not so bad. What it feels to chew 5 gum. I think, like I said, I think that I can just take anything that has remotely anything that's kind of like a transient, like this stuff. You can see that there's triangles and probably use that. Yeah, I mean, I could use that stuff for sure. What else we got here? I really do enjoy like making my own kicks and snares out of stuff like this though, because it has a very organic feel to it. But basically what I would do is I would just hunt the Dorito chips and make a bag. Oh, there you go. There's a fucking snare right there. Hey, Mr. Murray, what's up? So there's that, and then we could probably fish through this and try to find something that's reminiscent of a kick. So we could turn this into a kick for sure. Maybe even... And the thing is, I could always pull one in, but I don't know. I like making my own kicks and snares. That's very important to me. I'm here for my sound Dizzle and the rizzle therapy. You're kind of late because we spent 3 hours doing all of this. But reminds me of that sample pack you made by recording stuff. There's a lot of kick sounding stuff from playing around with just a barrel. My music sucks. Don't listen to me. Well, I mean, it's not really about that to me though, right? Like here's the thing. Forgive me if this sounds like I'm being like egotistical, but like I talk to a lot of really well-known producers and I actually like give them advice on things sometimes. But I also don't think that my music is anything to write home about. But sometimes it's just like, hey, if you know something, you know something, right? Like a lot of people ask me about Bitwig. And there's other people that I ask other people about Bitwig, you know? Well, if I called you when I started streaming, I could tune in sooner. Well, that's why you join the Discord, because that way I give out these announcements, bro. Oh, Koya sent me a message. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Pop me an invite too. I would say just join the Discord and like I don't ping everybody. What is this? Oh, it's Cyberneural. I don't ping everybody. Yeah. It's in the description. I've got a pretty big Discord. Lots of people in it. But I always just post a video right here where it says now streaming. As you can see. And that way I don't have to tag like at everyone. I don't have to be like, hey everybody, I just put it there so that way like, and you can turn the notifications off or whatever, but I don't, that's the only thing that I'm like, let people know that I go live on. But I really try not to be like, hey at everyone, I'm going live and you need to be here. It's more of just like a, yo, I'm just trying to do some shit. Also, thank you, Merc. I appreciate the shout out. Different points of different perspectives, always fresh. Right, exactly. And there's no right or wrong way to do things, but how I am normally, what I'm normally used to doing is like trying to make everything with intention of like, all right, I'm going to make a bass, I'm going to make a kick, I'm going to make a snare, I'm going to make a, and like that just gets exhausting because it's almost like unreasonable now if you think about it. Like with the amount of randomization and like ability that we have for like quote unquote like the mud pie area, I think that there's a deeper skill that that all of us have been doing, and people before me have been doing for sure, definitely. But you know what I'm saying? That like helps cater towards a specific direction, but also doesn't close that door, like close the door off to other things. And I think for me, those patches that I just released with the Requiem or whatever are a good testament to that. But I think that there's actually even more of a rabbit hole that we can go down. I haven't thought about it yet. Or really, I'm just kind of being reintroduced to this idea about like, dude, stop trying to make specific shit. You know what I mean? And I guess like you kind of have to have a prowess of like general sound design in order to kind of shoot for something specific. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but like, you know, I spend a lot of fucking time on neurobase, and now I'm like, I can turn anything to a neurobase. And so, you know, when that intention gets in, it's like we can kind of start steering in that direction. But aside from that, just trying to, you know, use as many effects as possible and use as many things while like not totally, I guess, like just making it turn into white noise is the goal. I just like to watch others for inspiration, but I mostly take pleasure in developing my own methods since I am here. Yeah, and you definitely should. You know, like I'm a phase plant dude, you know, a phase plant and Bitwig, the modulators and all that. Like I can't see myself using anything else. I really can't. And that's because I'm so comfortable here. This is my home. Like phase plant and Bitwig are the hosts, and then everything else. Exactly. Make cool sounds, cut cool sounds, put them in order. And then like there is like a little bit of like shaping and stuff to, you know what I mean? Like there is a little bit of shaping to like fortify something. But almost everybody I know is doing the same thing with collaging. You know, it's just how do they get to that point of collaging that I always like to ask. You know, what are you all doing that helps you, that, you know, what kind of tools are you putting together? What kind of paint, what kind of colors of paint are you mixing together to create this vivid purple? You know what I mean? Like shit like that. And I don't know. Being a sound designer is interesting. But I think that at the end of the day, I just want to make cool shit to, you know, I don't know. I just want to make cool shit to make better beats. Generative music is a little different, but it's a good source for cool sounds. Well, to me, I feel like quote unquote generative music is something that like you're doing on a live setup, or something that's like live within the grid, or something that's, you know what I'm saying? Like I do think that generative music still has a matter of intention, because you still need to control whatever the source is and a means that works in a musical context. But I guess with this, like the sounds are generated, but then you intentionally put them together in such a way that's supposed to make sense, right? So I agree. I do think that it's different. At least that's how I would break it down. But I don't know. It's, I don't know. Obviously, I've said that like a billion times. I am, however, going to, actually I'm going to do that right now. I am going to put these sounds in the Discord for all of the Ether members. If you all are a member, come in, and there is a reward thing. Just make sure that your YouTube account is connected to Discord. And I'm going to leave it right here after stream. And there's a bunch of shit to get through already if you are not a member. I don't upload all the time, but every once in a while I put stuff up. So I'll definitely see if I can get this stuff up for you all. Everyone has their own methods. My sound design is usually picking a synth, preferably hardware, and jamming out for an hour or two recording. Then I'll come home, recording a few months later, and cut bits as needed. Everyone has their own methods. Yeah, I guess like in the commonality though, right, is like you jam and then you cut up the best parts and then you collage that. But sometimes... Wait, yeah, today's the 2nd. Sometimes just the way that stuff is come about, right? Like I was watching Lee not too long ago, and he was like stacking fuse compressors, and I was like, yo, sick, you know. Or he was doing certain things that created transients and using transient shapers to kind of get more rhythmic things out of whatever it was that he was trying to do, kind of like how I was using extractor. you know, when I watch Cage work, like he's kind of doing the same thing, but he goes a little bit further within like the beats and textures modes, and what's it called, likes to use trash too on a lot of stuff. And so those are the kinds of things that I'm like, oh, you know, I just like watching people work in that way, and seeing what's up. Am I almost out of storage? I really need an online storage solution, unfortunately. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay, so yeah, and it kind of stems back into, fuck, I just closed the chat. It kind of stems back into this fundamental thing as well. Join the cloud. I have a OneDrive, $100 a year for 6 people, terabyte each. Cool. I don't feel like paying. That's my problem, because I don't feel like paying for anything. And $100 a year, that doesn't seem like enough for a terabyte. But it's fine, I'll figure it out. I'll probably just get rid of some stuff on whatever and join up on that. But anyways, does anybody have any questions about what we did today? $100 a year, totally not utilizing work for personal usage. You can literally buy 2 terabytes physical for $100. Yeah. I don't know. And that's the thing with cloud, is just like, I don't want to fucking pay for a service. What I might do, and like, I almost would rather pay for people who say that they have never lost data. No, I've definitely lost data, but my solution is just make more new shit. Like, because I feel like I am a creative that is in abundance, as opposed to like, you know, oh, I made some stuff and I'll never be able to get it back. I'm just like, whatever, man, just make something new. I stole that out of a page of Corey's philosophy. But what I was saying was, I might even try to get something going so where I can get more people, and myself included, to boost the Discord, because that way I can just upload larger files. Because I think right now there's a 25 megabyte limit. I think. I don't think we support that type of file. You can support these nuts. Yeah, so 25 megabytes. So if you join Discord Nitro, you can upload up to 500 megabytes. So I don't know. I might just bite the bullet and do that. But that's what I'm saying. Hard drives and SSDs, Black Tuesday's coming out. It's Techtober. There are deals. Will not join Nitro. Nope. Well, I'm not asking you to. I'm just saying, like, if I'm trying to upload stuff on a regular, is there a max file size that Patreon can upload? Patreon max file upload. Okay, so if I were to go Patreon, that'd be 200 megabytes. Compressed files, I did compress it. It only went down to 24 or 420. Don't forget to hit that thumb up. Help the stream, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. Something that I'm considering, just be mindful that Discord can also blitz your files online at any point. Low chance that they ever would, but still. When you say blitz, like, do you mean like just delete, or do you mean like, you know, somebody gets in and hacks, or like what are you saying? What do you mean by blitz? Because I feel like that could happen on anything. right? Like somebody could get into my email, or somebody could get into to the Discord as a bot or whatever, and that's why there is a paywall behind this stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I think he means they roll them up and smoke them. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have a funny ass story to tell you. So during Adrenaline, which was the tricking event that I DJ'd for, I'm not gonna say any names, but there was this guy that I had. He was a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in a while, and he was with his girlfriend, and he was talking to me, and I was like, "Yeah, how are you guys doing?" He was like, "Yeah, we're pretty good, man. We don't really have a lot of time, but I'm gonna try to get some training in." So, me and my girl, and she was right in front of him. We're gonna go cut, and I was like, "What? You're gonna go do what?" He was like, "We're gonna go cut." You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna go, and I was like, "Huh?" And where I'm from, yo, see ya, Merc. Thanks for coming in, bro. Like where I'm from, like cut means like, means that. And so I thought that he was just being like, I don't even know what to say, like dominant over like his relationship or something, saying that like he was about to go bang. But really what people have been saying when they say cut is like they're gonna go smoke. And I was just like, what the fuck? So anyways, 2 hours later, I hear it from somebody else. So like, yeah, man, hey, you trying to cut? And I was like, what? And he was like, like, and I was like, nah, man, I'm good. I don't do that. But I thought that was so fucking funny. And I haven't seen him since. So I can't wait to tell him that story. Because he was like, yeah, we're going to go cut outside or something. And I was like, damn, you guys are frisky. Scandalous. Not that I'm judging, but just as a means of like, holy shit, you're bold. But yeah, I don't know. I guess nobody else thought that was funny. It's cool. So in any case, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about just different avenues of which to get larger amounts of content up without having to pay astronomically for it. I don't know. Maybe Discord Nitro would be the way to go. I laughed for real. Thanks. I chuckled. Yeah, I don't know. I am curious to see what's going to happen on Wednesday when I start trying to throw this stuff together. But I think that in a means of organization, I definitely need to not... I need to not maybe spend 3 hours making mud pies for sound design, and maybe instead like spend an hour and a half or something, and then just try to make something from that, because the amount of content that I've created through this is way more than I'll probably ever need for a track. But yeah, well, for sure, everybody, I don't really have anything else that I want to do. I'm willing to like hang out and kick it, but I don't really have anything else that I want to do. I don't want to start a track right now. I really want to try to be disciplined on like, I'm just going to make sounds today, and then maybe on Wednesday or Friday, I'm just going to I'm just going to try to do as little sound design as possible and make something out of it, make a beat, or make 3 beats a day, or that whole thing that I was talking to somebody about. Maybe make girlfriend dinner. Well, she's not home. She's at work. And she actually made enchiladas yesterday, so we'll probably be having that tonight. It's a good idea to rest my ears for today. Imagine Jimi Hendrix on a neurobass guitar. I just think that it would be like, I think it would be neurohop. Most likely. Because it would be funk drums and, at a moderately fast tempo, and then Jimmy would just shred. Are you gonna go my... Yeah. Well, much love to you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow and go do flips, and then Wednesday we'll be doing something. Well, I guess we'll just be making beats for my birthday or something. But other than that, it's going to be a pretty normal week. Oh, the 10th through the 16th, I will not be here. I'm going to be in Colorado for a week. So I don't know. I don't think that I'm going to try to stream, but I will try to have some videos up throughout the week, okay? Get ripped, bro. What if I told you I'm already ripped? I could be buffer, but yeah. All right. In any case, bye everybody. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all Wednesday. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye.